Fred, we're here. We
Bill,
made
how
it.
are you? We made
Oh, I
it.
am doing very well, thank you, and feeling rather
Yes.
festive.
Yes, it's
So
a festive time of the year.
it is, and I felt it was very fitting. I didn't know you were going to have a Santa hat nearby, but I was going to wear one because this is the time of year where we're so used to seeing your eBay auctions
Oh
with
yeah.
a full-on Santa Claus and a and
Yeah.
a and, a, and another character, or just our favorite comic characters in Santa hats. So yeah, but you had one right beside where you're set up, so it's perfect.
Yes, I did. Yeah, we had a little display there and I grabbed it. Lynn just bought me this Santa hat because the one I used to have, been kind of eaten by mice. So she
Oh,
said, "Don't put that on your head. Here, let me get you this." So here it is.
that's kind of the
Merry and
homo
thank you,
Santa
Lynn.
Claus.
If not for Lynn, we had a little bit of a technical difficulty, but she figured it out, and we got on. I'm using her laptop, everybody. So thank you, Lynn.
Exactly, because we did not get to hear you on the last show that we did together.
Ah, that was frustrating.
Remember
It
that we
turns
had
out,
Jeff Wedding sat in with us. He had you on
yeah,
the phone, and he was answering questions for you. And yeah, we made it work. It was like using tin cans and a string, we made it through that show.
yeah, but we don't want to do that again.
No, no, no. But Jeff
Oh,
and I were texting, while I was worried about getting you on here, and we both agreed that we need to buy you a new webcam with a built-in mic for your laptop
yeah,
for Christmas.
yeah.
That's going to be our gift to you this holiday season.
Ho, ho, ho. That would be wonderful. For my next, I never realized how much I look like Santa Claus with this beard. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. I'll go full screw. Here, look at that. You do look like Santa Claus.
Yes, I do. Happily not around the middle.
That's right. That's good. That's always a good thing. I
Yeah.
always felt that they put a lot of padding in those mall Santas and stuff. I mean, they
Oh,
can't all
sure.
be that big.
You can pad me up if you need to.
Yeah.
I always, I regret that I never put on a Santa costume for my daughter. Did
Oh,
you ever do that, Bill, for your kids?
did I ever do that? I feel like I did, but I don't have. It could have just been a dream. but
Yeah.
but did I dress up? But I've always worn a Santa hat during the holidays,
Oh, me
during when
too.
we're opening presents and stuff. And we tend to have like our own like ugly sweaters, or more. My wife Maureen will buy the whole family, like just the ones where they're like pre-printed, where you look like you came out of a Christmas Carol kind of shirt with a fake candy cane in your pocket. So we do that every year, one way or another. But Santa Claus, I feel like I did, but I'm probably
Yeah.
just remembering that. But yeah, but my dad did that once.
Oh, really? That sounds cool. How
I,
old were you?
oh my gosh, I was probably like 6 or 7. I mean, I
Yeah.
was pretty, or probably even younger, I guess, probably more like 4 or 5. I only have a vague recollection. I think I really remember the Polaroids from from it more than I probably remember it actually happening.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have a 5-year-old granddaughter, but I think she'd recognize me.
Yeah, especially because you don't
Yeah.
have to put on a fake beard or anything.
Right.
If you had to do that, you might have a chance.
And of course, I won't be able to do that till next year anyway. At this point, she's already come down and had a little visit earlier. Hey,
Oh,
but enough family chat. Don't we love comics here?
we do love comics here. Of course we
Yeah.
do. Yeah, it's
Hi, everybody.
it's why we're here. We're going to be looking at some art that we have for sale.
Yep.
I just so everybody knows, in the show description on both YouTube and Facebook. So right down below here, there is a link where you can go and look at high-res scans of the artwork that we have. I haven't done that before. I don't know why. I mean, I've
No,
only been
no, this is new. Yeah. For
I've
me,
been doing
anyway.
it for years. Well, I always put a few pieces in the emails, but with your stuff, there's a lot to read as well. And
Oh, that's true.
the panels sometimes are small, and I
Yeah.
felt like when we show it on the screen, that people don't have a chance to kind of get a feel for what's actually on the art, especially on the
Hmm.
Dateline or the Marvel Age pieces too.
Right.
So
The
yeah,
Dateline was pretty dense.
it was that's the Stanley one is amazing. And
Oh, okay.
I have to say, well, they're all amazing, but
Yeah.
I kept looking back at that one like, this one should be mine. It's like, it's so good.
I made a point of reading them all, and the 2-page Captain America one, I actually laughed at that a few times. I said, "Wow, this is pretty good." And then I read another one and said, "Yeah, I guess I got lucky on the first one." So,
Oh, what are you
I
talking
mean,
about?
the other ones have some nice jokes. But I had totally forgotten that one about Captain America with the character from Avengers #4, and I said, "Oh, this is kind of clever in a Marvel way, and also it made me laugh." So not everything I do makes me laugh. So that's a
So
good
when you
one. I just wish the drawing was a little bit tighter.
well, I mean, I didn't.
Well, I mean, my
It
style has
didn't strike
changed,
you.
and you look back and you go, "Oh, I wish I could draw it the way I do now."
Mhm.
I know it seems like I draw all it, but I don't know. Hard to explain. It's hard to. As an artist, I always see the flaws.
Well, that's what time and experience will give you is the opportunity to reflect on your earlier work and I get it. But for us as fans, I mean, we grew up, the things that
Yeah.
I was when I was first exposed to your work, be Marvel Age because I wasn't getting I wasn't able to see the Dateline work.
Right.
So me, when I look at that to me is my vintage Fred Hembeck period
Yep.
that I enjoy the most. So I don't look at it and think, oh, Fred's so much better today. But I mean, I get it. You have to. If you aren't a
Yeah.
little self-critical, what's there? But I
Yeah.
like that the Spider-Man one with the kind of Jerry Springer-ish interview
Oh
there at the
yeah.
end.
Hmm.
On your first date with your significant other. Were
Right.
you an Iceman? A
Oh
or
yeah.
an angel or a beast?
A beast. Yeah. Yes. Yeah,
That's
that was good. I like that part. Funny
exactly.
thing
And then
about that
Spider-Man had to
particular
answer.
one. I'm sorry. What
And
you
then
say?
I was saying, then Spider-Man gets confronted with having to answer that question first, which he
Right.
absolutely does not want to do.
I don't
So
think
did
he
you
answered it, did he?
no, he there
He
was a
left
big
it
thought
hanging.
bubble. Right,
Yeah.
he didn't yeah, which is tough, man. I mean, it's not like you're gonna follow that up with another strip where he answers that question. That's it.
Yeah.
We were left wondering what was, was he a gentleman or not? Or just too shy, you never know.
One of the earliest strips I did for the buyer's guide was a 4-page um, version of the Newlywed Game, which was done several years earlier with pretty much different jokes. I think a lot had to do with Barry Allen mourning the fact that Iris was dead. Of course, she wasn't dead. She eventually wasn't dead. But I kind of played off that when I said, "Oh, I'll move it into the Marvel uh, universe thing." But if you read that, the torch is, with Alicia, who turned out to be a Skrull, but I don't think anybody knew that when they were writing it. So all those the relationships in that particular strip, I really didn't hold up over time.
Well,
But it's still a
most
wonderful thing to
relationships.
buy everybody.
Right. I mean, most relationships in comics were meant to, have short shelf lives. I think, just look at, again, we always talk about Cyclops and, Phoenix and stuff like that here because they know how much I love, the Summers brothers and whatnot. But that's just, that's the drama that we need. It's not
Yeah.
just, can Spider-Man beat the Sandman, but,
Oh
you know,
yeah.
who's he
Oh for
going home with
sure.
at the end of the day?
Yeah, that's the stuff I always found interesting. The
So,
character interaction.
right, of course. I mean, that's why, I mean, X-Men books were built on that. 80% of the interior of those books were the drama between the team hanging out in the mansion.
Yep.
That's the fun part. And then you took it to the next level by, having, those types of long, drawn out conversations with yourself inserted into many of them.
Yep.
And how did that come about? I mean, did you feel, did you want to have commentary on comics and the characters that you were reading stories about? Is that kind of why you put
Yeah.
yourself in there?
It was all an accident. When I did my first one, I was still trying. I still had my dream of being the adventure artist. The John Buscema type of artist. But I needed to. And this was after I got rejected from by Vince Colletta and by the Marvel people. But
Hmm.
I needed to keep drawing, so I went home and ruled out a page with 9 panels on it, and just did a little. I put my cartoon character, which I had developed in college, just after getting out of college and writing letters to my roommates and friends. So I used this character, and I just had him talking to Spider-Man, and I just inserted my opinions on the comics and threw in some jokes, and it just kind of grew from there. I never got back to being John Buscema. which is okay.
All right. Poison Elvis says, Mr. Hembeck, thank you for all the great funny strips.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, that's I try to make sure the jokes are at least somewhat funny. Because I've read a lot of comics where it's supposed to be funny and they're not that funny. I think that's the hardest
No,
thing.
right. I mean, you go back and read some of those Marvel issues where it was Assistant Editors Month and whatnot, and
Yeah.
they didn't really hit. I think the way they hoped they would hit. It's when you're writing comics, writing humor is a very different thing altogether. And you might think you're funny, but yeah, I was reading the Daredevil one a couple weeks ago, and yeah, I was just like, I get it, I get where they're trying to go with it, but it's not really working. Yeah, the characters seem like they're totally out of character, but it just doesn't work. But you read yours and you're sucked in right away, and you're enjoying panel to panel. You want it, you can't wait to get to the end, knowing that there's still another 15 panels to go through. This
Yeah.
isn't like a Sunday strip where
Yep.
in 6 panels you can almost get the gag by visually looking at a Sunday two row 6 panel layout. With yours, you don't know where it's going to end up.
Yeah.
What's the direction there? You're telling a long story. Even when you read the single panel with with the birthday cake for Stanley's birthday, you don't really know, well, what is Fred writing about now? There's a lot
Hmm.
here. So yeah, that's the thing. You have to be engaged with your strips, which is great. I mean, a lot of times you can, and it's always good, like when you can skim through a comic book without even reading, you can almost get the whole story. I mean, with the artist doing the work, you kind of want that. You want the artist to be as
Right.
much a storyteller as the writer. But with
Right.
yours, you got to be engaged at both sides 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. That's because I'm not a big guy on fight scenes, so I just have to have people standing around talking. That's my best way of drawing stuff. Standing around and talking. But facial
Exactly.
expressions are very important.
That is true. And the way you draw characters, you'd think it'd be really challenging, but you do the facial expressions on the characters as good as any illustrator out there.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I appreciate what you said.
I don't mind saying that. But
Okay, I don't
hey,
mind hearing it.
so here, I got Sean Clancy's over on Facebook. Probably, you might be the only viewer on Sean, but nobody on YouTube can see your comments. So I'm going to highlight it so that we can show that we do have Facebook viewers. Sean Clancy's over there. He said he grew up reading Fred's DC comic strip gags on the DC letter page and the Ask the Editor, etc. I don't think we've talked about that too often, have we? I mean, maybe you
No.
mentioned that your time that you did work with DC, but uh, fill me in here because I'm not a DC guy, so I'm not even sure
Right.
what this is in relation to.
Well, this was probably maybe the first thing I had published was a letter page in Bill Mantlow's Iron Man comics. But after, I was appearing in the Buyer's Guide for a while, I got a note from the people at DC. I think it was Mike Gold, uh, Tony Tolan, and I can't remember the third fellow. But they had this thing called the Daily Planet page, which was supposed to look like a newspaper, which would promo their upcoming comics. And they also had the Asker the Answer Man. Oh, Bob Rozakis, that's who the other person was. And they said, well, if we have a newspaper, we need a comic strip. So we'd like you to do a little strip on the bottom of the page. And we decided, I had just come out with a collection of my Dayline strips for Eclipse and called it Hembeck because it's an unusual name. So they decided to just call the strip Hembeck. And so 2 or 3 years, maybe every week, I did a lot of these things. And they appeared in, all the DC comics. I mean, not all of them appeared in every issue, but
Mhm.
and that's how that happened until they finally, phased out the whole page. So that was the end of
Daily
it.
Planet gag. So what? I don't think we've ever seen any of those. Do you still have those originals?
I do still have those, and
Oh, cool.
I haven't really. Well, I haven't sold any of any of the Dateline material that would have turned up in any of my Fanico books, and I haven't sold any of those yet either. But maybe someday. I've done recreations of the strips. I put
Okay.
those out on
Because yeah, I
eBay.
felt like I haven't seen any of those before, either on
No.
Comic Sans or anywhere really. Okay.
They're very small. They're about this big, you know.
Okay.
Plus, the drawing is horrible. That's my earliest stuff, and I'm not. Some of those things make there's some good
You can
jokes in there, but there's some awful artwork.
well, you can
I'm keeping that.
show them to me afterwards, and I'll tell you if I think they stink or not.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
I
there's
can be honest.
some that pass, some that don't. Some of
Okay.
the jokes are pretty bad too, but that's okay. People like the
Okay.
bad puns.
Yeah, Fred. You made a living on making doing bad puns. I mean, that's the whole point. It's again, the gag is as good as the as important as the art in these things. I mean, that's the beauty of it. I mean, you can read comic strips that you don't really care about the art because you like the stories. I mean,
Yep.
or like the gags in them, and you just did it. You did it perfectly.
My,
Yeah, I
my
saw a question. I don't want to forget it. Where was it? Southern Comic Geek wanted to know: does Fred still have the Unity 25 cover that he did for Valiant? Southern
oh,
Comic
I
Geek is a big Valiant fan.
maybe I got to remember. Yeah, I think I do actually, but maybe next time.
There you go,
Okay,
Southern Comic Geek.
Valiant. Yeah,
We'll make a note of that. I'll even write it down so
yeah.
it's something to look for when
I
we do
didn't put it
it.
out there because I wasn't sure that would be like enticing enough for people, but you know.
Well, we have about 5 or 6 rabid Valiant fans out there, and
Oh,
whenever a piece comes up, they will turn out. They will show up and
okay.
try to outclaim the other for those pieces of Valiant art. Because again, there's it's a finite number of pieces. It's not like trying to get something from
Oh, sure.
from any like a Marvel or DC title. But yeah, well there you go.
I, I
SCZ.
just I just going back to the DC strips. I just wanted to point out. You may not have heard this one, but this is one uh, the one gag that apparently everyone remembers, and some people say, I don't know how you got that through there. There was, I guess, 3 panels. You got Green Arrow. He's behind the wheel of a car, and Black Canary is sitting next to him. And then the next panel, she reaches over and she smooches him, on the side. And he says, "Why'd you do that?" And she says, "I'm just following the instructions of the sign over there. Turn on Green Arrow." That's the one that people remember. Of course, that's kind of wrong. It doesn't say, the sign really says don't turn on, no turn on Green Arrow, if you think about it, but no one caught
Right.
that.
But you had to, you had to make it work right with the gag. No,
Right.
yeah. I could see a lot of people wanting to have that one and hanging on the wall.
I think I've done a couple of redos of that one, and I think for Terry Austin, no, he wanted the Supergirl one. That's right. Anyway, that was my favorite joke. That's the one that people remember.
Well, I'm not going to be able to forget that one.
Yeah.
Oh
Maybe I'll
man,
redo. Maybe I'll redo it for next time. Yeah,
that
I'm
would
not
be
going to sell
fun.
the original. That'll keep for a while.
I don't blame you. Yeah, no, but that would be a good one. We could do. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm all for that. Yeah,
I remember
here's
that.
another
Yeah.
comment from DC Dave Podcast. I've been a fan since the '80s, but only found your sketch cards this year. 10 of them now grace his man cave. That's perfect. You
Well,
could,
thank you very much. Yeah, thank you for your sales.
how many sketch cards do you think you've drawn over the years, Fred?
I don't know. It all started. I didn't expect it to snowball to the point it does. But if you do 5 a day for every day of the year, somebody do the math on that one. That's what I put up this year anyway.
Man,
I don't think I missed a single day this year. I'm a little compulsive about that.
well, that's
But
good. I know
last year I missed a couple of days.
do
What
you
that?
pretty much sit and draw the sketch cards, at any time during the day, whenever the or feeling
Yeah,
strikes
when I have
you,
a chance.
yeah. So it's not
Yep.
just like you work from 10 to 3 every day working on sketch cards.
No, no, no. I do what I can. The nice thing is they're fairly, as opposed to a large drawing, I can take it when I was going over to my mother-in-law's house. I could stick my pens and pencils and do it over there on the kitchen table. So it's very, I can move it around. So I got a lot of work done that way.
So there you go. 1,825 cards a year. So
One time, yeah. 1,800. Yeah, that sounds about right.
I
You
mean,
multiply that by 10 or 15, not quite 15 years.
well,
Ah,
uh, not
it's
quite.
crazy.
Well, let's just say it's 25,000, right?
Yeah, let's say that. Yeah,
You know, when you go to Comic Art Fans, you are in the top 25 most represented artists on the
I've heard
site as
that.
far as the number. Yeah, I think I've told you that before. I don't
Yeah,
know what the exact number is. It's not 25,000. We need to get everybody
yeah.
to post their Fred Hembeck sketch cards on CAF. But I think it was like 3,000 to 4,000 pieces of yours are on CAF, and I'm sure many of them, by and large, are sketch cards. And
Yeah, oh
there's
yeah,
nothing wrong with
probably. Before the sketch cards, I was doing, other stuff, but and then the pandemic came, and then it was like a lot easier to just do those and put put them in envelopes out front of the house, and the carrier would take them away. I wouldn't have to go to post offices or anything. So that's why I pretty much changed over entirely to that, to the cards.
that. Hmm.
And I will say, with all those cards that you just mentioned, I have yet to, and maybe this should be my New Year's resolution, but I have yet to ever do a Planet of the Apes character
What?
because I don't draw. I'm very bad at drawing animals, even cartoon. So maybe next year. I've been meaning to do it, but I'm on record now. I'll be doing it for next. I'll do it in January.
All right. All right.
You
Well,
like
yeah,
Planet of the Apes? Everyone loves
I
Planet of the
do.
Apes.
Yeah,
Me
honestly,
too.
every
Me
time a
too.
Planet of the Apes page comes up, I always just check to see if it's like, will it be the page I want to buy? Because I do want
Yeah.
to have a piece from that series in my collection. Just not quite found the right piece yet. I don't know, and I don't know what the right piece is. But of course, I mean, come on. I grew up watching that on TV. It scared the
Oh,
heck out of me, man.
TV show.
Oh, well, that and on like Saturday morning, Superhost kind of shows where they'd show the films where
Oh
when
yeah.
they would, that kind of stuff. I mean, those are memories that I will have forever. No, I love Planet of the Apes. I actually
Yeah. Oh
rewatched
yeah.
the
I
remakes.
saw the
Like,
original in the theater. Yeah. In
you're dating
fact,
yourself there.
I think I went to the first three in the theater. Yeah.
Wow.
I haven't seen many of the new ones, to be honest with you. I
Uh,
think.
I just watched. The first two were okay. The last two were awful. So I sat through them just 2 weeks ago because I was curious because I knew I hadn't seen the last two. I only saw the first two, and they did not. They didn't hold up, as well
Yeah.
as I hoped.
I think I saw the first two where they were rushing the bridge or something, or coming over the
Yes.
bridge.
Yeah, that was, yeah,
That's where I
exactly.
left. That's where I left off.
That was probably the best of the four.
Oh,
So
okay. Because I thought,
don't
yeah,
watch
that was.
any more after that.
I remember thinking that was pretty good, but then by the time the next one rolled around, things were just not. Just didn't happen.
No,
That
no.
wasn't Tim Burton. Was Tim Burton before that? Didn't
Yeah,
he
Tim
do one?
Burton was the one with
That I never saw.
Marky Mark. Mark
Yeah,
Wahlberg in it, right? Which wasn't terrible, but it was totally different. It wasn't the same thing.
that's
I
what I
guess they had,
heard. Although I don't know the details. Perhaps I'll
yeah.
see that someday.
eh, you got to at least check it off the list.
Yeah.
Um, did have a question here, kind of tied to just all the sketch cards you do. Let's see. Eclectically, want to know: does Fred have a rotating schedule of characters to draw for sketch cards, or do you just fly by the seat of your pants?
Well, got to go with that seat of the pants. And kind of remember, like, gee, I just did Spider-Man 2 weeks ago. I can't do that one again. So it's based on memory for the most part. I was looking for. I keep a whole pile. I've showed it to you in the past of the cards, of copies of the cards I did, 9 on a page. And I was
Mhm.
looking for some particular ones today for another reason. And I paged through them all, and I actually put dates on them so I know where I am. And I saw how the Legion's back, and then a couple of months later, here's more of the Legion. Oh, here's the Green Lantern Corps, and then another couple of months go by, and so. And then there are characters I do like once every 2 years. So just kind of the best I can figure. I'm trying to
So
do more popular ones these days.
yeah, I mean, do you lean into the ones that seem to have the most engagement on eBay when you put the pieces out, or
Some
do you?
sometimes, yeah, yeah. Moon Knight is very popular and very easy to draw. You don't have to color him to any great extent, and he has about 6 different costumes, so you can't really wear him out.
That's true. And
You know,
I have
that's
to say, I saw your mystery sketches, of course. I don't I think they all might have ended up on Comic Card Fans. You sent them to me, but that Absolute Batman was pretty good.
oh, thank
I'm
you.
pretty sure the person who got that one was very, very happy.
Yeah, I didn't even know what an absolute Batman was. So I said, "Oh, this is it. Yeah, I might redo one similar and put it up on. I actually thought I should put it up on eBay for people to go for. But yeah, that was a fun one.
Popular character out there right now. I think it would do pretty well.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'll get to that before the Planet of the Apes. I know my
Yeah.
Batman.
I would there's more people into that than the Planet of the Apes these days. But yeah, that was a good one. Again, thank you. That's the second time you did the mystery sketch with us, and I appreciate that.
Oh,
You
sure.
know, we'll come
I,
calling
yep,
in the spring when we do it again.
I'm happy to do it once I figure out what they're supposed to be.
I can't tell you, so often, because there's a lot of people that do the mystery sketch that maybe aren't regular sketch buyers going to shows and sort of things. So they ask for lots of different stuff. So, characters that even I'm not familiar with, because it might be like a
Hmm.
gaming related character versus a comic book character. So I did get a lot of questions this time around. And I had to go back to a couple buyers saying, can we've Googled that name and we're not quite sure, is this the
Yeah.
character or is that the character? So, yeah. I'll try to make sure I get. I don't want to give you softballs though, Fred. I mean,
Yeah.
it was totally random when I sent it. I had no idea what I sent you, but yeah, you did fantastic. And I have to say again, people are always talking about OEX. You aren't coming to OEX this February, everybody. It's not happening this year, but maybe in 2027.
Possible.
Fingers crossed. Clearly, you have a banner behind you that we know that you could sit down
Yeah.
at a show again.
I thought I'd
And
dig that out.
right, because you haven't had that. You've not pulled. I didn't even know you had a back wall
Yeah, that
banner.
was that was made for me. That was not a banner I made for my own self, but it was made for who's it? New York Comic Fest, the 13th dimension.
New York
I'm not
Comic.
sure
Oh,
if
okay, yeah.
yeah.
That would have
He
been.
did one for like everybody. Everybody at that particular convention had one of these of their own that he made. So that was a nice little thing.
Yeah, makes the
Of
show
course, I've
floor
only
look consistent.
so I thought, put this in the background instead of looking at my box of Ritz crackers.
Everybody who buys something from you, they cannot wait to see what the packing materials will be.
Yeah.
It's going to be the cracker box, the cereal box. What's gonna be wrapped around my sketch card when I get it in. And I can tell you from watching I'm in a lot of chat groups on Facebook and regular groups. That always comes up. So, somebody got a new Hembeck and they'll post an image of it, and somebody will say, what was it packed in? Was it Trader Joe's wrapping paper?
Yeah.
Because I know I typically get the Trader Joe's stuff. I think because you like to wrap up, because it's usually bigger stuff. So I get that versus the
Oh yeah. Hmm.
cereal box stuff. But James wants to know if you eat all the food that were in those boxes. Of course, yeah, you have to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Amy's vegetable pies are wonderful. They got me through a lot of meals here at the home when I was on my own for a while here. But yeah, got a lot of that. I
What
used
is
to do I used to do tea bag. I drink a lot of tea. I'm not a coffee drinker. But those boxes were too thin, and I don't use those anymore. The cardboard.
Mm.
We're getting deep into this now.
Yeah, we are.
Too deep.
There is a method to your packing madness. So, Jason is in the chat and he's been shouting Goblin Queen for a while. You've had to have drawn a few Goblin Queens in your time, right?
Goblin Queen is related to X-Men.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I ever have. I'll do it.
All
I'll do
right.
it.
Well,
Send
Jason,
me a
just so you
note.
know, right? That, and I would just say that when we have
You're going to remind me of something else
well, we
too.
have 17 lots today, 15,
Oh,
the first
Unity.
and the last are your option to at least to bid on a sketch card of your choosing. So you can ask
Yes.
Fred any character you want. So Jason, this is your opportunity to get it done right now. Maybe you won't have it. You won't have it before Christmas, but you'll get it sometime soon. And then this itch that you've needed to scratch for so long will finally be taken care of. Yeah, by
Or
Fred.
maybe somebody could get my first Planet of the Apes character.
That's that's true too.
They're forcing me to do it. Sure.
Yeah. Let's see. Before we get to sales started, I saw what was the other question here
Santa.
from the real dog. He says, just curious, Fred, is there a step-by-step process for creating your sketch cards, types of markers, etc.? And do you cut your own, or did you buy them pre-cut? I guess that's. I
Oh,
don't think I've ever
they're
asked
all
you.
pre-cut. Those
Pre-cut
things,
ones.
they sell
Yep.
them. I buy those in the boatload. And I use rapidographs
Mm-hmm.
for the drawing. I use 3 different widths. A thick, a medium, and a thin. That makes sense. I used to use 4 or 5, but I only really need 3. Then, of course, you fill in the blacks with a Sharpie. And I used Prismacolor double-edged pens, which I used to buy from Blick Art, but I don't know, they've gone out of, not Blick hasn't gone out of business, but the Prismacolors have gone away, except if you buy them in a package. So I've been looking for some new kind of what you would call markers instead, because I went through 3 reds for my Santas this winter.
Really?
Yeah, carmine red. I used to like poppy red, but I can't get poppy red anymore. Then there's scarlet lake. I like to use, if you ever notice Spider-Man standing next to Santa Claus, they're not the same red. I try to, vary it. Same with the blues and everything, but the red is the 3 markers that go the fastest are the ones for the skin of the Caucasian people, and also the reds and the yellow. Canary yellow. That's very popular. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I do. Prismacolors if you can find them. Otherwise, we'll have to find something else.
Got it. I'll hide that comment. Jason says he might not bid because you're going to do a Goblin Queen anyway. We can hold out, Fred. We can hold the line and just say, maybe we'll do one, or maybe we won't.
Yeah, you never know. I might change my mind.
You want to know what Jason looks like? Because you don't know what this guy looks like. But let me show. A guy sent me a T-shirt that I opened.
Show me.
Here, hang on one second. This is good. This is the guy who wants the Goblin Queen. I'll even go full screen here because I'm sure many people in the chat have not seen this T-shirt. Here we are. Look at that. There he is, right there. He's giving us the middle claw, right there. D'Ambrosio. Look at that guy.
Yeah.
You'll be able to buy this on TeePublic sometime soon. I think I got the original art from the artist that sent me that. So,
that's great.
Yes,
that's great.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. But that's our good friend. Our good friend. He's been on he's co-hosted some of the shows with me over the years. Yes, Jeff, that is from Alex Garcia. Yeah, Alex Garcia's he's a fun guy. He sends T-shirts to me all the time, like because he works them up and then just prints a one off for me to open up. So I've gotten a few over the years. Yeah. Anyway, well, we should probably start this sale because we're about a half hour into it, and all right, I'll give everybody the scoop on how we handle these things. Many of you have already sat in on a sales show with Fred and I before, so you know how these things go. I've got all the art in hand here today, as always, and so I'll be shipping art after payments come in. So you can expect them to go out early next week. If anybody needed to do like a time payment or something on things, we'd probably want to like maybe wait till after Christmas is over, because I don't want to get too close to shipping right around Christmas, because things are slowing down right now. I've been shipping a lot of packages of late, and I'm already seeing some where they just stop tracking after a couple days. It's no fun. But we will do everything today in an auction format. So the 17 lots, they're all numbered. When I show the lot on screen, that's the one that you'll be bidding on. You're not gonna, we don't want you bidding in dollar increments or anything like that. Be strong, be proud, throw a good bid in there. Minimum $25, $50, whatever, just to keep things rolling for us. We want payment within 48 hours unless something else is arranged because the price goes high or something. But otherwise, 48 hours is time frame for the payment. We like to be paid using Zelle or Venmo, preferably. And I guess if you're an international buyer, we can take Wise as well. Anything that's either no or low fee is the way we like to go. If we have to invoice you via PayPal, we will charge a 4% service fee on that, or 5.5% international. We don't like doing that, so just keep that in mind. And let's see, shipping is 35 domestic, 70 international. And of course, we will combine on shipping. So if you win a couple pieces, all the better. Yeah. There you go. And I pack everything really well. I was just, what was it? We just had our Secret Santa where there was like 24 collectors on the screen. And I think 5 of the packages were using repackaged stuff that I had shipped out to people, because I put
Yep.
yellow tape around both ends and stuff, and it was just funny watching people get these packages one after another, and they were ones that I had shipped out. So I love it.
Yeah,
Our
that's great.
packaging is very, very bulletproof so
Sure.
far. $35 for a card. Well, no, the car. Okay, just so you guys know, the first and last lots are for the sketch cards, and no, those won't be $35. I don't even know what Fred we typically charge when you ship them out, because you're going to handle like doing
$1.50.
There we go. So for lots 1 and 17, the shipping will be $1.50. Thank you for that. Yes, that question there,
Yep.
Marcus. Yes, indeed. What is that? I don't know what everybody's saying. Anyway, yeah, if you're watching the show right now, hit the thumbs up. We like doing that, right? Please. So, okay, so we're going to start off with the first slot, which is of course the sketch card, the first of 2 sketch cards. Where are my slides now? Here we go. So we can just highlight this. So lot 1, opening bid on these are $50. I mean, I don't know what the average eBay auction goes for, but you kind of have to wait for your characters, kind of like Goblin Queen. You have to wait around for your character to come back. So when we do these, Jeff Wedding has gone in and said $150 to start, even over Jason. Wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Wedding, who was a valuable contributor in the last show.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Jeff.
Yes.
Jeff was great.
We've got we had a 155 bid from Alberto, and now we have a 175 bid from Mr. Rick Welch. So thank you everyone so far who's placed bids on this. But yeah, you get to pick your own character, and yeah, and as you know, one of the best things, Fred, about your sketch cards is you sign it on the back, and you literally draw yourself as you are today on the back of those cards. Your beard length has changed over the years. Your hair length has changed over the years. That's one of the fun things about getting a Hembeck sketch card is seeing what Fred looked like at the time of this drawing. And
I admit to just kind of scrawling them on the back of the cards, but there you go.
Well, you scrawl pretty well. I mean, honestly, that's whenever I get a card, because I've been gifted a few by some friends, and it's always fun to see the drawing on the back.
Okay, that's good.
It's part of the allure of picking one up. So Rick Welch is our high bidder at $225. If we don't get another bid in about 15 seconds, we'll call it for Rick. And just remember, the last lot in our set here will be for another sketch card. So if you miss out on this one, you can get another one at the end of the show. Josh Flanders just made it at just as we're getting started, but good to have you here, Josh.
Hi, Josh.
All right. Well, I think we can call this one for Mr. Rick Welch. Thank you, Rick. Rick has a phenomenal collection over on Comic Art Fans. If you haven't checked out Rick's calf gallery lately, you should. He's always adding nice stuff to it. All right, so that's our first lot. So now we're going to get into the I think, I don't know the ordering. I think I kind of went with the starting bid as the way to order these pieces, except I did throw that Saturn Girl in the middle, Fred.
Yeah, that's right.
She's published. I wanted to keep it a little off to the side here, but here, let's go to lot 2. So this was one that we weren't able to squeeze in on the last show. So I've had it for a while, and it does come with a separate pencil prelim piece. I think this is the only one that I have today where there's no, I have other prelims too, but this was done on 9x12 Bristol. The prelim is on the same size. You definitely have a handsome looking Batman here. I mean, he's feeling rather modest, I think.
This is based upon those issues where Neil Adams did you might recall the situation with Neil Adams drawing the Talia and Ra's al Ghul. It was about a 3-issue arc there. That's why he's not wearing his shirt. Normally he does, but he didn't wear it during then. He has a very hairy chest.
He does. Marcus was hoping you could add more hair to it, but unfortunately, no, because I have the art here, Fred. But Marcus, you can dream. You can dream. I mean, you could always
Yeah,
request that from Fred one day. A very hairy-chested Batman.
yeah. Well, if he
But
buys it, he can send it back to me, and I'll charge him a modest sum to add some hair.
that's right.
But
Yeah,
yeah, we'll
yeah.
see.
He'd probably like that smile on Talia a
Charged by
little,
the
little bit.
hair. Hmm.
Yeah, James is saying I could. Nope, I would never, ever, ever make any modification to any artwork I have here, James. So let's see. Rick Welch says it's from Batman 244 is the
Right.
reference there.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't remember the number, but
Very, very good. Bat pelt. Bat pelt. All right. Well, we are at $300 from Wayne. Thank you, Wayne, as always. It's good to have you here, my friend. And if we can get another bid on this one, great. And if not, we can call this one for Wayne. And like I said, it does have a separate 9x12 pencils, kind of a prelim for it, but it's more finished
well,
than like the typical prelims that I've actually
actually,
got a few. Yeah.
no, I'm pretty sure it's pretty much the pencil, but then it was on my drawing board that just penciled, and I saw a little fly, not a fly, but a little like a little fruit fly was on the drawing, and stupidly I went to brush it off with my hand, and it made like a blur up,
Was that the fruit fly
yeah,
blip right there?
somewhere there. Yeah. So I
That
said,
looked intentional, but I
it was
guess not.
just it was just too nasty. I said I can't ask someone to buy a drawing with a fruit fly smudge on it. But I said, what am I going to do with it? It's a bonus.
It
It's
is.
a
It is
bonus if you buy it.
a once in a lifetime fruit fly smudge. Okay, I
Yeah.
can
You
always
can
pick
ink it
out the
yourself. You can hire someone else to ink it.
That's right.
So much
All
fun you could have.
all right. Well, Wayne, you're going to get this one for $300, and congrats! You've got the first fruit fly smudge on a piece of artwork that we have sold, that we know that we have sold ever here.
But it's not on the one that's in color.
No, no, no. It's on
No,
the
no.
pencil piece. Yes,
It's on the
absolutely.
bonus piece. Yeah.
Wonderful. All right, moving over to lot 3 here. Let's go
Yes.
ahead and highlight that one. We have the classic Marvel ladies on here, 9x12, starting at
Yep.
250. And well, obviously, growing up on Marvel, all of these costumes are very memorable. But the one thing I had to ask you though, this is dated 2017. You have sent me pieces that are on 9x12 or 11x14 that are you did in the past. So you must have there's a surplus of these laying around sometimes where you find it and you're like, this is a good one to put out there into the
Yep.
world today.
Not too much of a surplus. I did a whole series of these, and this was the only one that was left.
Oh,
I just
okay.
never got around to finishing it. The point of this one is everyone here is wearing a costume that's unusual, not their standard one you would think remember them for. I mean, the Invisible Girl's pretty normal, but it's not the original costume. And that Wasp costume is crazy. And Medusa, she always kept changing costumes, and they kept trying to push her. She had so many different. I think that's the one from the episode when she appeared in the Spider-Man comic. She had this green costume.
Oh yeah, I remember on the cover, right? That
Right.
same costume. Yep.
I don't know if she ever wore it any other time.
I don't know, but she has amazing hair. Wayne has
I
come in
love
with
to draw her hair. Yes, sure.
and this isn't the last time I think we're going to be seeing Medusa. One of the Dateline pieces has Medusa in it as well.
Yep.
All right, we have Wayne in at $350. Thank you, Wayne. It does kind of look like Sue has a squirrel girl tail, I guess. Yep. But many characters who were on a panel with Medusa probably shared that same kind of view over the years. All right. So what do we got here? We have $350, and if we don't get another bid soon, Wayne will have his second piece of the show. He knows how to combine on shipping.
Good job, Wayne.
Yeah. So everybody's like they're being gentlemen. Don't be gentlemen in the chat. We're all friends here. You can't say I can't bid against my friend. You can, right? You can do that. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna go ahead and give this one to Wayne. But a good pickup. This one is very, very, very nice. Everybody's Alberto's the guy everybody wants to outbid because he's a fun guy in the chat. All right, so Wayne
Yes,
at
yes.
300. All right, next up, let me hide that bid there, and we'll switch to the next lot 4, and you have a very classic stoic looking Doctor Strange along with Clea and Eternity. And I think this one actually comes with this. I think you sent me some prelims.
Oh, yeah, it's probably, this is what, yeah, I did this especially for you guys. So I had a bunch of prelims and I said, oh, well, I could, these just, maybe I'll just put them in an envelope and people can go, oh, this is how we got this idea, or not got this idea, how it developed. Did that
Exactly.
with
Here,
the, did that with a
I'll
number of
show.
these.
These are fun. I mean, I'm going to go full screen and I'll hide the image just for a second to show you what else you get with the piece. So you'll get a nice manila envelope with a whole set. I don't even know how many were in here, but I
Probably
think there's
3 or 4, yeah.
oh, there's like 6 or 7 in here of prelims that you did while you were working out the idea. And
Right.
I mean, I'm not kidding. There's probably 6 here with your own handwritten notes on second attempt, first rough
Yeah.
attempt. They're happy. They're floating differently. Yeah. So there you go. So you're going to get a lot of extra material along with the original with this one. So here I got to switch my numbers around because I
Oh,
can't
that jumped it
multitask.
up.
That did. We had a 350 from number one Marvel fan, and then we had Wayne coming back in at $400. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Tom, and of course, thank you, Corey, for getting us started. Corey's a good guy. He brought me a wonderful gift at OAX last year, and I still have some of it left, Corey. But thank you. Number one Marvel fan back in at 450. Thank you.
Okay. Nice.
Yes, thank you very much. This is a colorful one, and I do. It's funny, I love the Doctor Strange on this one. I mean, to me, when I see this Strange, it makes me think of Ditko Strange, right?
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
that's the one I look at.
that's what you were channeling too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I love drawing the Eternity character. Yeah.
Yes, Corey. I have to say I did forget to open that other bottle live because I was too excited when I got it. But I do have it, so thank you. I did get that one too. Wayne came to play today. Well, yeah, Wayne's a Hembeck fan, as are all of you in the chat.
Yeah, otherwise
But
they're wasting their evening.
yeah. Okay, well, we'll give Wayne and everybody else another 10 seconds here, and if we don't get another bid, Wayne has picked up his third piece of the show.
He's just trying to save on shipping.
He is. Well, he's north of the border too, so he's on the higher end of things. So you got to make it worth your while. I actually worked with a couple mystery sketch artists who were north of the border, and I had them ship their pieces to me so we could make, so we didn't have to charge so much to ship to the buyers after the fact. So it's tough. International shipping stinks these days. I know it's not
Yeah.
not $1.50 to Canada.
No, that's for sure.
All right, so Wayne has got lot 4 here at the wonderful price of $500. Congrats, Wayne.
Okay, nice, nice, nice.
And I should say to everybody, OAX is just a couple months away. If people wanted me to hold on to something and hand deliver it, I'm more than happy to do that. So just kind of keep that in mind as well. All right, so that was lot 4. Now this one, I remember. I don't know if you answered it. I said I because this was sent to me in the last batch as well, and I couldn't remember what it was done for.
No, I did not. I did not answer you because I thought, well, I might as well, rather repeat
Yeah,
myself.
let's talk about it here.
Well, this is a very unusual situation. I don't believe this is dated. No, it's not. Maybe 15 years ago, I got an email from the people at Warner Brothers Animation, and they said that they were thinking of doing an animated show that somehow would goof on the DC Comics characters, and they wanted to have me submit some ideas, some jokes, or whatever. So this is one of them, and I did two others. Sent them in. Never heard a word again from them, except that for about the next 10 years, I would always get a Christmas card from Warner's Animation with everybody signing their name to it.
Oh,
But I don't know what happened to the show. I don't know what they thought of the stuff I did. They paid me. They were actually the only people who ever paid me with a check that took the Social Security out before I got the check. No one else ever did that. I thought that was unusual. But that's it. This has never been published and no one's ever seen it. So there you go.
all right. Well, that answers the question I was going to ask you for Marcus, whether or not it was published. So it wasn't, but it was done as work for hire for Warner
Yes.
Brothers, and as far as you know, they never used it for anything.
Right.
That's
No.
unfortunate. But at least you got paid, I guess, right?
Yes, I got paid.
As a legit employee, they took taxes out and everything. Okay.
Yeah, and I was on the Christmas list there for a decade.
That's their cycle. If you don't keep doing work for them after 10 years, you're cut off from the Christmas card.
That's right.
You know,
We're
list.
done. Yep.
Well, we don't have a bid on this one yet, so folks, if we don't get a bid on it, we will we'll move on to the next one, and I'll set this one aside, and we can put it up on the website or something after the show. But if you if you're interested, you can get this one for $250, and it is on 11 by 14. That should be stating the size on it.
Yeah, it's a larger piece than the other ones.
Yeah,
course,
the
it's
other one's
black and white
9
too.
by 12.
Yeah.
Okay, it will sell during the recap. All right, Alberto. So we'll go ahead and pass on this one for now. Now the next one. Okay, now the next one is the one that we have shown before, and it didn't get any bids. I think the 2 shows ago when we did this, but so we slashed the price in half. This is a published piece, and it was in the Overstreet Price Guide, if I recall correctly. Isn't that, Fred? This is that Saturn Girl piece.
The 50th anniversary issue too.
There you go.
Not issue, but yeah.
I remember the other images were there was a Bane and a Wonder Woman and a Spider-Man.
Static, I believe.
That's right, Static Shock. And this was the only one that didn't sell when we showed them off last time.
Where are my Legionnaire fans?
Yes, and so Marcus is putting a bid on here, and Wayne has put the 250 bid on the other piece. So I guess we can say that one will go. So thank
the
you
previous
very
one.
much. Yes.
All right, just make a little note here. Yeah.
So thank you, Marcus, for getting the bids opened here as well. And there was a question: what did you use to color? I mean, same thing here. I mean, what same style markers for even this published piece?
Yes, indeed. Yep.
Cool. Now they were published not in color, as I recall, because
I know.
Yeah, which is weird, but I mean, it is
Didn't make any sense.
Right. I mean, Overstreet. Well, whatever. It is what it was. But yes, she looks kind of smug. But yeah.
Well,
she's a superhero.
She's a founder.
Okay. Right. All right. So if Marcus is not outbid on this one, we will give this one to Marcus in 15 seconds. But yeah, again, I wish I had the other ones to show off too. But these were fun to do. And hey, is this the one and only time you were ever in Overstreet?
Well, except for when my name is in the listings. But yeah. That's the one thing. My name will always be in the listings, thanks to Fred Hembeck Destroys the Marvel Universe.
How valuable is that book?
I'm not really sure. I haven't looked lately. I think the Fantastic Four Roast is more valuable. It has Frank Miller artwork in it.
That might help. It does. I know.
John Byrne, Walt Simonson. Yeah.
That was a classic. I still have my copy of it, and I know who has the color guides to that entire book too.
Really?
Yeah, I saw those like a year ago. I was like in shock. I'm like, this is so cool.
Wow.
Who would have guessed? But yeah, they're out there. All right, so congrats to Marcus. You did a good one here, a published piece. All right, so that was lot 6. Let me go ahead and hide the comment there and switch over. We're going to go to lot number 7 next. Now, this is a published piece, but it did not have a date on it. It is from
Yeah.
the Dateline strip, and it's fun. I mean, at this point in time, had you drawn Sandman characters at all,
Oh,
or
oh yeah. Oh yeah, I
yeah,
had
quite a
on
bit at this
cards and
point?
stuff.
All right, so this is on 9 by 12. And do you know about when this was done? Because again, I can't. There is no date.
Within the last 2 or 3 years.
Okay, so it's more current. Oh, awesome.
It's a
Okay.
pretty current piece. I'm surprised I didn't put a date on there, but maybe I knew it was going to be in the issue that came out the following year or something.
Okay.
Rather than say 2017 when it comes out in 2018. But I think
Right.
it's even newer than that. I
Yeah,
got
this
lazy
is
and didn't look up the issue number. Sorry.
this is a good one. And Jason has started us off with a $300 bid. Thank you, Jason. And I saw somebody ask about the pens that you use. I think you mentioned, what did you say earlier, rapidograph?
Rapidographs, yeah, with different
Yep.
points, different widths.
And you do all your own lettering, as you always have.
Yes, I enjoy lettering. The reason I started using rapidographs, I went to a convention just before I started, I don't know, becoming doing my stuff professionally. And Gil Kane was there with Ron Goulart, and they had just been doing the Starhawks newspaper strip,
Uh-huh.
and I
Oh,
really
yeah.
I really liked the way it looked. And Gil Kane said, "Oh yes, I use rapidographs," and I went out and bought a rapidographs like within a day or so, and I've used them ever since. So even though I don't draw like Gil Kane and I don't think he influenced me that much. He really did influence me by, you know, showing me what tools I should use.
Right. No, I
I tried
remember
using a brush for a while, but that didn't work.
not a brush man. Well,
Yeah, I
I,
usually
I
yeah,
I liked rapidographs back in the day, the ones that you had to refill and everything. That they were, you had to keep them clean.
I
But
still do. I know I had some where you could just pop them in, but I didn't like them as much. So I still use the ones where your fingers get inky
yes, yeah, you
when
take
you
the cap
clean them.
off and fill it and push it. Yeah,
Yep,
those were great though. They were built to last. That was the thing. So
yep.
so we're at 350 right now. Joshua Flanders had no problem outbidding Jason on this one. So thank you, Josh, for doing that. I love the Sandman's hair there at the very end, just the squiggles. It's all he needs. So,
Yes.
and I'm looking, and even Spidey here too. A lot of comic book artists don't draw as much webbing on Spidey's costume.
Oh yeah, I know. I like the webbing. It's fun. Just like I like the little details on Doctor Strange's cape on the yellow portion of it. Up and down each side.
Hmm.
I remember once I was at a convention, the guy said, "Oh, you don't have to draw." I was doing, um, you know, uh, sketches for people, and he said, "Oh, you don't have to waste, spend too much time on it. You don't have to put that part in. So that's the best part." So I enjoy doing the little Ditko-like details.
Well, and it shows. So we're going to give this one to Josh at
Okay,
350.
Josh.
Thank you very much, Josh.
Josh Flanders. Yeah. A
Okay.
couple of years ago, I did a bunch of Simpsons characters, and I did Ned Flanders, and I was always surprised that Josh didn't buy it. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he'd rather not. Maybe Ned Flanders is
he's,
the
he's trying
bane
to
of his
separate himself
existence.
from that character.
Yeah,
He probably gets asked that every time he introduces himself.
yeah.
Oh yeah, just like The Simpsons. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
Josh.
sure Josh
Sorry.
rolls with it. Now, next piece, I'll show this one first. Just in hand beforehand. Now, these are ones. Just so everybody knows, I don't. Fred and I don't discuss what he does in between shows and decides to bring, or what he what published stuff. I mean, at least I don't feel like we ever have. Certainly not this last time. But here, these are, we got two of these. This first one's an Avengers one, and it's just, you can see how huge this thing is. With the, what do we got? 24 characters on it. It's
Yeah. Yep.
awesome. So just wanted you to get an idea of the scale. And it does come with, I'll even go ahead and just show what it comes with before I
Yep. Once again.
maybe. Yes, this is a whole bunch of well, no, this one came with two. The JLA one has, I think, like three or four prelim set. So this will be
Yeah, I
the
did that one
prelim.
first, and so I kind of knew where I was going by the time I did the second one.
Exactly. And where was that? Oh, this was fun. Here, I'll even just hide this one more time. And you get the roughs, the prelims in a manila envelope with the Captain Fred drawn on it. This
There
might
he
be the
is.
is this like the first and only Captain Fred, or is this a theme that I don't know about?
No, I think I might have been the first time I ever put an F on my head. Luckily, that never happened on. Luckily, that didn't never happened at school. So there you go.
Right, exactly. Well, I think we need to see. You should do a card. You should do an eBay card, put it out there of Captain Fred, with the F on your forehead.
Yeah.
Um, the world needs that. So, thank you very much, Captain America comic book fans. Let me Here we go, highlight that. See, everybody loves Captain Fred. Fred, I mean, why not, right?
Yeah. Well, thank you. Sure.
Yeah, no. Well, this it does have the likeness is there. All right, Rick Welch says Avengers 2.0. Is that Rick? Oh, is it Rick? I'm sorry, Rick. Doesn't Rick? Oh, that's right. I can see his little Chris Skiro drawing of himself there in the lower right corner of his avatar. Nice to see you, Rick. I totally blanked on that, man. Sorry. Um, you are a well. This piece has a cap on it. Why wouldn't you be interested in it, right? But inspiration for all the characters. I mean, you just knew which 24 you wanted to add. I think you did an Avengers one the last time, but it was more of a. I think that had 12 characters in it, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it was like
I
three,
don't
three rows
recall.
of four.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so. They were popular, so I thought let's get more Avengers out there. To be totally correct. I don't know if correct is the right word. There's actually only 23 Avengers on there. There's 3 Hank Pyms.
Oh.
You know, I mean, a lot of people changed their costumes, but there were so many. I just had to use the Ant-Man because he was there first, and Yellow Jacket because he was so very popular, and then Goliath. So I mean, I left out Giant Man and several other costumes, but yeah, I had to put in a couple of Pyms.
All right. Well, we had Jason in there for a moment at 475 and Marcus in here at 500. Thank you, Marcus.
Yeah, I
And
enjoyed doing mine.
same markers for these, Fred?
Pardon me?
Same
Oh,
color
same.
markers on these?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Same stuff.
Yeah. A plethora of Pims, says Newell.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. I always liked your Ant-Man. We're gonna see an Ant-Man cover in a little bit too,
Oh, yeah. Right.
where he's got his foot caught in a mousetrap. And yep. uh There you go. Corey Russ says one day you need to do a 18 by 24 with as many Marvel characters as you can squeeze into it.
Oh, don't think I haven't thought of it. But then I go, no, I don't know if I want. Yeah, I'd love to do one with like so many characters, just for the heck of it.
Yeah. Well, maybe one day we'll come up with a reason for you to do something like that, and
Yeah.
that'll make it fun. You did do the auction poster for OAX in 2025 for our January show, and that was fantastic. I actually have a 2 foot by 3 foot print of that image. I have not hung it on the wall yet, but it needs to go on the wall. It was signed by all the attendees and some of the guests, I guess, probably some of the exhibitors. Yep, needs to be permanently in my view, but is not yet. All right. Well, if we don't get another bid in another 10 seconds, we'll give this one to Mr. Marcus Way. Thank you, Marcus. And Marcus, a package arrived here late yesterday from you. So we'll open that on the CAF update next Thursday. I will hold off on that. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's in the box. All right, we're going to give this one to Marcus at 500. So thank you very much, Marcus.
Thank you, Marcus.
Now, as everybody can probably imagine, let me go ahead and hide the slide, and I can show off the next piece, which is a companion piece, but it is on the DC side of the spectrum. So you get 24 DC characters in there. Classic, right? DC and JLA and JSA, correct?
JL and J. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I think, yes, we have Fred
Yeah.
as a vintage Flash. I mean, it's perfect. Look at that.
Yep.
And where was the slide? I actually have an extra slide here too. So I know there's 3 sets of prelims that come with that in the manila envelope
Yep.
that you will get with this piece. So let me go ahead and highlight this one. So same starting bid, 450 on this. It's on 14 by 17. And again, just fun. These kind of pieces have to end up on on your wall, because it's
Yep.
something that you want to look at every day. Don't want to hide it away in a portfolio. Golden Age Fred Hembeck. Exactly. With wings. You get wings on both of those, Fred. It had to be intentional. You knew what you were doing.
Which one is that? I'm sorry.
Well, in the drawing on the manila envelope.
Oh,
You
no, it
had
wasn't intentional. No. Mm-mm. I didn't realize that.
I figured they were complementary pieces, Captain Fred and
No, it didn't occur to me.
well,
I just kind of did that really quickly without thinking. I do a lot of stuff without thinking. And then people tell me later what I meant.
well, it's when whatever inspiration strikes you is what you go with. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, Hoarder's Hide is in here at 500. Thank you for getting things started, Mr. Flanders, with your $450 bid. We appreciate that. But yeah, these are nice. And again, they should be framed. Hoarder's Hide has Hoarders. You've picked up a few things from the show over the years. I think I owe you an email on something, if I'm not mistaken. November was very busy, so I apologize for not getting back to you. Now we have another, we might have another reason to email, so I
Yeah.
will take care of that reply. But what's the time frame for doing something like this, Fred? I mean, when you know what a sketch card probably usually takes you,
Oh,
but putting 24 characters on a single, I mean, like we just showed, you did 3 prelims before you did the piece.
yeah. Yeah. Well, the prelims are quick. You know what actually takes the most time is the coloring, because you got to be careful. And if I were to make a mistake, like every so often I'll make a mistake on a card, color somebody who's got red shorts blue instead of, like I did that with the good old Golden Age Flash once. He's got a red top with blue pants. One time I colored the top blue and then colored the pants red. I had no choice. I said, okay, everybody, this is wrong, but it's just a card. But if I were to do one of these 24, headshots and got 22 of them right and then get another one wrong, I go, oh, that's terrible. So that didn't happen, but I get nervous about stuff like that. So the coloring is the part that's more challenging.
It does make sense. And I was Josh got his bid in there at 525. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it happens in comics all the time. I remember seeing like Colossus one time where the colorist drew his top as if he was in metal form and his legs had a flesh tone, right? I mean,
Uh-huh.
mistakes can happen, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Probably more so with the colorist than the people penciling and inking the artwork. But yeah, I'm sure crazy stuff has happened. But Hoarder's Hide back in at 550. So I'll say 15 seconds on this one. If anybody wants to put another bid over Hoarder's Hide, you've got about 10 seconds to do that. And remember, I should have said this at the beginning to all of you too. Since most of you are on YouTube, right there where Hoarder's Hide's logo is the word live on YouTube. And if you click that, it'll nudge you a couple seconds further into the stream. So that way you're kind of in the same window time frame wise as everybody else. So Josh Flanders put in a $600 bid to outbid Hoarder's Hide.
Okay.
Thank you, Josh. Yes. So the live button is your friend. Please always, you can click it and it doesn't doesn't take more than a second for you to like kick you ahead and make it so you're when you're bidding against somebody like we have here, you're both looking at the same thing at the same time. Let's see. We're at 625. I'll read this quote from Rick. Coloring pet peeve: when the colorist makes the stripe directly under Cap's chest star in white instead of red. Ah, yes, that I guess that could happen quite often. All
Hmm.
right, I guess you know you've that's well. I don't know if that's ever happened to you, Fred, but I get we're going to call this one for Hoarder's Hide at 625. So thank you for that. Um, did you know that rule, Fred?
Um, I
As
think
far
I
as
did, but I
the,
just,
the red stripe on cap. Nope. I, I mean, I've seen Captain America a ton of times, but I didn't know there was a rule either.
what was the rule exactly? Did you?
Here it is right here. When the color makes the stripe directly under Cap's chest star in white instead of red. So I guess that first, the stripe,
Huh.
there's a stripe that's actually down the middle, and
Yeah.
it's supposed to be in red, not white.
Okay.
At
I
least
just try to make sure that I don't know, that the stripe nearest because he's usually holding the shield. I
right.
try to have that stripe white because the shield is red. So I don't know. And sometimes my stripes are thinner, and sometimes they're thicker. So yeah, I'll have to remember that
Back
though.
to that inspiration.
I learned something today.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. So the next piece is that Ant-Man cover that we were talking about, and it comes with a signed copy of the comic too. I have that. Well, it's in the stack here. So this is done on 11 by 14, and it's a published cover. It's a Ant-Man 3. You can go out there and Google it yourself. Ant-Man is he's eating some cheese, and he's I don't think he's stuck. I think he's just kind of
Yeah, he's
on.
hungry. Yeah, he can get up anytime he wants. He's got the proportional strength of a big guy. Sure,
Yes, exactly.
he
And
likes that cheese.
so we had Alberto and Sensational Imp putting bids in to get us started, and then Jason came in at 450, Alberto at 500, and now we have Tim Danner. Hey Tim, in at $600. Thank you. In a Captain Morgan pose. Yes, if he were on a
Yeah,
pirate ship, we that would be or a sandy beach, I guess, right? That would be
that's true. I hadn't. Yeah, again, I did not realize that, but I can see it.
well, we know who enjoys Captain Morgan in the chat, James
Yeah,
Beagle. Oh yeah, no. Who's the guy that paints Captain Morgan? Isn't it? I think it's Richard Hescox. I think has painted him a few times. Yeah,
oh yeah,
but yeah, very nice. So cover art, yes, cover art with an exclamation point, Marcus. That is true. We always try to slip in some cover art into these shows here with Fred because you have done some covers over the
yeah.
years.
Yep, I have.
All right, like I said, it does have a signed comic with it. I have it in one of the stacks here, so I will. I'm not going to show it, but it is here, and it will be shipped with the art. And if we don't get another bid in, let's just say 15 seconds while you guys are thinking about it, we'll. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Alberto. See you. Alberto knows what he's doing.
Good job. Nicely
Yeah.
done.
Oh, Tim Danner's back in with raising it by 50 to 675. Thank you,
Oh
Tim.
my.
So do you have anything, currently that you're working on that would be, something published cover wise, interior wise,
Not
anything
cover
like that?
wise. I'm doing my later today. I'm doing my latest Dateline strip for Comic Book Creator.
Okay.
The, tomorrow's thing. That's pretty much it.
Well, hey,
That's I. It keeps me busy. This, you know.
all right. Well, Alberto's backing off this one. He's saying he's giving it up and to Tim. So Tim, congratulations. I think we can call this one for you
He
at
knows what's coming.
675. Yeah, there's some good stuff. Well, there's plenty of good stuff coming.
Well, there's a Captain America coming.
There is.
Yeah.
We all know Alberto. See, we have a couple number one Captain America collectors out there. It's really hard to call anybody the number one. But Tim Danner, congrats. His first Hembeck. It's a
Oh,
great
good.
piece to
Yeah.
get started with.
Yeah.
All righty. So next up we have now this was from like like a parody comic, if I'm not mistaken, published. So
Yes.
this is another cover. This is the cover to a Thor parody comic, and I think this one comes with some prelims as well. Let me,
Doesn't it come
well,
with the actual comic?
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. It's not prelims. It's the
No
comic,
pity.
right?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. But it does come in a, well, here, I can even show everybody. It comes in a manila envelope, the comic, with
Yeah.
you drawn as Thor. So there we go.
Oh
And wait a
no!
minute,
Once again with your
the wings.
the
See,
wings.
and you're telling me that this
I
wasn't planned, Fred. Come
no, it
on.
wasn't planned. That's
That's,
crazy.
that is
Wow.
crazy. So now
Yeah.
there's something subconsciously driving you, one in one way or another.
Yeah.
Yep. No, that is funny. I have to look at, did it, because I think there were four manila envelopes now. I'm trying to remember what the other one was. Oh no, the other one was with Doctor Strange. There are no wings on that one. So
Oh no, no, that was yeah, okay. No wings for
the
Doctor Strange.
wingless one.
The wingless manila envelope.
Yes.
Okay.
So Fred is winging it, says Goo. There we go. See?
Ah,
The puns don't just begin and end with you, Fred. The chat is full of puns
oh
as
yeah,
well.
it's a popular thing.
It is. It is. And what was this? What was the cover used for again? I mean, like I say, I knew it was a parody cover, but um, who was that for? Rick? Was it Rick Johnston? Or
Rich Johnson, yeah,
that's right.
he did like four or five of these, and I think I the one I'm holding on to at this point is the Iron Muslim one.
Oh, the Iron. I did not
Yeah,
see that one. Oh, that's right.
that
Alberto
was my
from
that was my
the
favorite. They said have him fighting the Statue of Liberty or something on the cover.
right, right.
But
Huh.
I managed to do it where like he's just sticking his tongue out. It's kind of it could have been offensive, but I tried to make it amusing. I didn't realize what I was getting into when I agreed to this. I didn't know that was an odd comic. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I
But I
mean,
pulled it off.
you never know what gigs you're going to get over the years, but
That's right.
you've been in this business. I mean, what 50 years? I don't even know how long.
Let's see. 77 or 78. I was
Okay, so we're not
yes.
at quite the 50 years in the business yet. You're not at like
Yeah,
Bob Layton level,
that's
uh, y-
crazy.
time in this thing, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's getting there. You're getting close.
Yep.
Oh, Wayne wants to see the comic. Yeah, I can do that. Absolutely. Here, let
Show me.
me da, da, da,
No offense
da.
to whoever did it, but I thought the coloring on the covers were really
Oh,
unusual.
it's very dark, isn't it? Here, let me
And they're all like that. It's like
right. I remember the Avengefuls one with the cap cover. Here, let me go
yeah,
full screen. You're right. I mean, you've signed it kind of in the upper area here,
it's yeah,
but then yeah, they've in the digital coloring era, they did a lot of tonal work and even threw some like I don't know, some textures into the bridge there. Yeah, that's
yeah.
interesting. Yeah. Well, but yeah, so there is the comic. Let me pull the artwork back up on the screen here. Wrong one. There we go. 11.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. Thank you for asking, Wayne. I should have pulled that out. Alberto. All right. Well, let's just say 15 seconds, and we'll call this one for whoever is the high bidder. And right now, that is Alberto. And Alberto did pick up a couple of the Cap Eventuals covers prior. So
Yes.
yes, it's going to the right gentleman if it goes to him. Okay. Oh, and just as I was about to call it, then Wayne has gone in. Oh, okay, and Alberto went to 450. So there we go. I'll still say 15 seconds on this one, gentlemen. If you want to place another bid on it, feel free. And so there is only one other one out there that we haven't seen. Is
I
it?
believe so. I believe it's the Iron Muslim because we did the two ones with cap on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can't remember what else there was. Oh, he jumped up to 500. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think you could fit another planet in that background. Yes. Fair warning, Marcus. Thank you for reminding me. I should be donning my my Heritage Auctions cap. But okay, Wayne came back in at 525. Thank you, Wayne.
Hmm.
We appreciate the interest in this piece. And again, Alberto, thank you. Yeah, use your cut bid. Thank you, Rick Welch. I watched those Heritage Auctions like all of you. It should just be like second nature to to be handling this like those guys. Yeah, lots closing. Yeah. All right, Alberto is our high bidder at 550, 10 seconds. If we don't get another bid from Wayne, and okay, Wayne has come back in at 575. Thank you, Wayne. Don't delay, gentlemen. There is no sniping in the world of online streaming auctions. Thank you, Alberto, for adding that $600 bid in there as well. Yeah, he's got the flowing locks, and he doesn't. The wings aren't advance us.
Oh, no wings there. Yeah.
Yes. Oh gosh. Yeah, I should just record the auction here at Heritage. So if we don't get another bid here from Wayne in the next couple seconds, we will call this one for Alberto and move on to lot number 12. And I think we can go. There we go. And even Wayne says it's all Alberto's. All right, Alberto. Congrats, my friend. And again, reminder, I will be happy to deliver any of these to OAX if you want to wait, and or I'll happy to put it in the mail. And you probably won't get it before Christmas with the shipping as it is today in the world, but we can get them in the mail real early this week. All right, lot number 12. This is the one I kind of quoted earlier, and it is good. I'm going to hold this one up, as well, just so everybody can see the size on it. It is. These are 11. This is an 11 by 14 DPS, and it is from Marvel Age 54. And yeah, this is a fun one. It's literally like it ends with this Jimmy Springer-esque Q&A with Spidey and Submariner, and we're not doing a dramatic reading. I know somebody wanted that earlier, and we've got Human Torch and the Hulk, but this is the one where the announcer goes, "Gentlemen, here is your first question. On your first date with your wife, using the name of one of the following members of X Factor, how would you best describe your behavior? Were you an Iceman? Were you an angel? Or were you a beast?" Spider-Man, we'll start with you. And as you can see, he's very apprehensive in what he's going to say. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to get you for this torch. I swear I will." So we don't get the answer from Spidey, but it ends on a suspenseful note, and I think this strip is a lot of fun. So starting bid on this one is $400 for lot 12. Yeah. I mean, the announcer's got the perfect haircut. He's wearing a suit vest just like he should be. I mean, what more can you ask for, right?
It's Bob Eubanks.
Yes, Bob Eubanks. Ah, yes.
The Newlywed Game.
That's funny.
Yeah, possibly that's a little bit before your time, but that's
well, Oh, we got lots of bids popping in here. I see there was the 400 from Seth, the 500 from Corey, 525 from Unstoppable Jason D'Ambrosio. Seth W is in at 650 over Wayne's 600. Yeah, awesome. But no, this is a good one. Again, you get how many panels are in this thing? 14? No, it's 16 panels on this piece. Right.
Yeah.
And again, all hand lettered by you.
2 pages though.
It's a DPS.
I mean, printed as 2 pages. So yeah.
Correct.
1 page of artwork. Yeah, Marvel was in the early days. They paid me for 1 page to do 2 pages, but then
I was going to say, was this because it's got a Marvel stamp on the back for 1987. Yeah. So this was in that, because I thought that window was a little bit earlier. Wasn't it in the 70s when Marvel, and maybe people in the chat will remember too, because I remember there were some Man-Thing issues where they were where they did 2 pages on 1 by 17.
Oh yeah.
But they did the same thing to you in the 80s, huh?
Yeah. It was I was a special case. It was just for my stuff. Yeah, I remember what you mean. When they tried to save money by printing 1 page across 2. But yeah, that was in the early 70s or mid 70s. Did that across the whole line. A lot of them were pretty crappy.
That was that was pretty cheap of them to do that, unfortunately. But all right, so we have Wayne in as our high bidder at $800. Thank you, Wayne. Lots of interest in this one. So
yeah,
I do feel like was the Newlywed Game the one where they were like in the they're almost in their own like restaurant, like kind of round seats, or am I thinking of a different? Maybe I'm thinking of a dating.
Yeah, no, I think so. No, they would be sitting up in their own little booth. Each couple, there'd be like 3 couples, and they'd be each in their little section.
Oh, I remember. Okay, yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's been a while.
Yep.
Uh, all right. Well, we have an $800 bid on this one. If we don't get another bid in the next 15 seconds, we will call this one for Wayne. And blind dating, is that what he's going to say? But yeah, if we don't get another bid shortly, we will call this for Wayne and move on to the next one. Blind date. I remember being a kid and asking my parents, "What's whoopee?"
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
that was racy TV when I was a kid.
Yeah.
That's what passed for late 60s, early 70s.
All right. Well, it looks like we're going to be calling this one for Wayne, lot number 12 at $800. Thank you very much, Wayne. This one's a fun one. It really is. Again, I love that. Were you an Iceman, an angel, or a beast?
Yeah, that
So
was a
good.
good
And
one.
again, you're not no who's in the writer's room, giving you ideas throughout all these pieces, Fred.
It's all my own little head.
It's all you. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
I felt that was the case. Okay,
But
let's
like
see what we got. Go
yeah,
ahead.
I had already done like a Newlywed parody a couple of years earlier, so I just took the vague concept and applied it to Marvel. So I was kind of stealing from myself, although the jokes were different. So I'm not really just the concept.
All right,
Because I
so we
think
have
in the
a
original I had Flash and I had Hawkman and his wife and Reed and Sue. So yeah, it was a different group of people. But Bob Eubanks was there. Oh, look what we have now. What do we have
we
now?
have a this is the Rocketeer piece.
Oh, the
So
Rocketeer piece.
yeah, so let me go ahead and bring this one up. So this is lot 13. So it's a Dateline strip, and it was it dated? Yeah, it was dated 1998. Yes, 1998. Yeah, yeah. But you are those rapidograph pens let you write really small.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
so we have a 15 panel a gag here, and there's some slapping going on. Fred, you got slapped in this one.
Yes, I did.
Did you ask for it? I didn't get a chance to read this one before we got
Oh,
it in here.
it's a
Here we go.
classic.
Let's see. Let's see. Why did you get slapped? Hillary, blah
Oh,
blah blah.
well, because
Oh, the Rocketeer asked if she had any nude photos, and so she slaps you. Oh, because he was wearing the mask. Ah, I get it. I get it. No, that's a
well,
great
well,
gag.
not only that, but did you ever watch the Abbott and Costello TV show?
Oh, I love Abbott and Costello, but wait,
Well,
but a
that's
TV
Hillary.
show. But I don't recall the TV show. I mean, I've seen all the monster movies
Oh,
with Abbott and Costello.
they had a 2 year show there in the early '50s, and Hillary Brooke. That's Hillary Brooke there. Because I was playing off the fact that they did that Rocketeer, had Betty Page, and I had Hillary Brooke come on because she was someone I had because this Rocketeer was Betty Page was someone that I guess Dave Stevens had a crush on when he was a kid, whereas I had on Hillary Brooke, and she was this the female foil on the Abbott and Costello show, and she always treated well the reason that she slaps me instead of the Rocketeers that usually when something bad that Abbott would say, she would slap Costello because it was just easier, or some damn thing, something like that. So you have to read it to really figure it out. And
Well,
it's very
as a gag,
obscure.
that sounds very familiar with Abbott and Costello. I mean,
It's very
so
obscure.
yes.
Also, there's something else that I was very proud about this one. If you'll notice, the logo. The logo is in every panel of the strip at the bottom corner. See the
Oh my
DA.
gosh, I didn't even notice that.
I know. And then at the very end, when he leaves, when the Rocketeer flies away, I think he says, "Okay, bye, Fred Hembeck," and that's like my signature. You see, I says "Bye, Fred Hembeck," but he's actually
Uh-huh.
leaving. Yeah, this is me being too clever for myself. But yeah, I
No,
like
well,
that part of it.
I'm embarrassed that I didn't notice it.
Well,
I mean,
no, I didn't.
I,
That
I
it's subtle. It
scanned it
was very
too.
subtle.
Well, yeah.
Very.
Uh, so we have Matthew Pop in here at $650, and Rick Welch feels he just got slapped in the face by Matthew Pop by the $100 increase on there. But yeah, no, that's awesome. And look at all the cross hatching in the background on this thing. You didn't, you know,
Yeah.
you could have mailed it in like a Coletta background here, but you filled it in with cross hatching from beginning to end on
Yes.
here, and
Yeah, I
gave
like
us
this one. This is one of my, yeah. I was very pleased with this one. I hate to sell it. It's okay.
yeah.
I like doing cross hatching though, so that was fun. I used to do that a lot more than I have in recent years. But when it's in color, it's not really, you don't really need the cross hatching.
Right. Yeah, the
The
digital
buyer's
era
guide you
changed
did.
so much for us. And Corey Rust is back in at 675. Thank you very much, Corey. But Matt Pop has outbid you at $700 on this one. And again, this
Okay.
this is on 14 by 17.
Yep, big one.
Yep. And again, I'm happy to put these in the mail after they're paid for, or deliver them at OEX. Whatever you folks choose, I'm here to be accommodating for that. Let's see who slaps last, says Alberto. Yeah, yeah, it's one of those kind of days. But all right, we're going to say 15 seconds, and if we don't get another bid, this one will go to Matthew Pop 7778. Love these new handles. They're so different than getting to read everybody's actual names.
Ah,
Okay. Corey Russ says he is out. All right, so I guess we're going to go ahead and give this one to Matthew. Matthew, a wonderful purchase here, my friend.
thank
And
you, Matthew.
reminder, to everybody too, once these pieces are in hand, please scan them and post them to CAF. Make sure you put Fred in as the artist. Let's get some more Fred Hembeck art up there. Let's help him move up into the top 20 artists on CAF, represented artists on CAF, not just the top 25.
Moving on up.
Exactly. All right, so I'm making my notes here. Matt P, thank you very much. Okay, next up, this is a big one. So let me go ahead and I will show this one in hand first. And actually, I'll kind of do the whole thing. Let me see, put me there and do this. Okay, so it is a DPS, as you can see, taped together.
That
And
I left. That's the Marvel put that paper on, and I just left it on there for authenticity.
I wanted everybody to see, that it how it's set up, because that's how it'll be
Yep.
shipped to you or
Yep.
handed to you at there. But plenty of Cap and
Yep.
you.
Yep.
Are you both in every single panel on this thing, or almost? Well,
I
no,
believe. I believe so. Yeah.
nope. Cap is every. Yeah, you both are in every single panel. All right, so let's
And as well as the very first menace that he faced in Avengers #4. People forget about the guy, the broccoli head guy.
the broccoli head guy. Yes.
Yeah.
So how many panels we got here? We've got 15, 30 panels between
Yep.
on this DPS. We're starting at $500 on this. This was published in Marvel Age 112. It's pages 16 and 17. It's on 22 by 17. Two 11 by 17s taped together. There we go. We had a $500 bid from Rick to get us started off, and Jason has come in with a $700 bid. Congrats, Jason. Yeah, and this would be this would take us at least 5-10 minutes to read this one, so we won't go through
It's
read it
true.
all. There's a
I'm not
lot
sure
of
if
copy in there.
I don't know if I said this on when we were on online earlier, but when I read this, which was the first time I read it in years, I thought I liked it. It made me laugh. And my stuff doesn't always make me laugh. It usually makes me smile. Like, yeah, that was funny. This one made me laugh a few times. Plus, I dug the fact that I dug that character out from obscurity and confronted Captain America with this character. Like, he's the one who turns people into stone too, as I recall.
Right. Well, you were turned into stone at the end of it, and it looks like Cap's playing the bongos on your head.
Yeah.
Oh,
because I was being rude.
Yeah. Well, that's always part of the gag. So we have a $900 bid from Rick. Thank you very much. And it would be nice. Yeah, it would be awesome to frame in the hallway. So you can look at it every day. Absolutely. But yeah, I honestly don't recall that Cap villain. I hate to say it, but
well, no, he was. It was just in the first issue. He appeared in #4. He never seen again. And actually, he turned out to be a good guy that they just helped send back home. Which is all stuff I totally forgot until I read this strip. This strip also features not only jokes but Marvel history.
Oh, so he has like a little ray gun that turned you into stone. I see now. Zzz, right there at the end.
Because in the actual number for when Captain America is being uh, revealed to the to the world at the press conference, this guy comes along and turns all the other Avengers into stone. I'm not sure why he misses Cap. So Cap has to try to figure out how to revive the Avengers, and when he finds out it was some guy who was shipwrecked here from another planet, he helps him go back home, and the guy says, "I'll make the Avengers come back to life," and everybody's happy. And then he turns me to stone. So there you go.
And it doesn't have a Marvel stamp on it, but it actually has. I've not seen this before, where they actually, like they would do on a title page, where it has a copyright. It's too small to see. You can see it in the scans up on the Google Drive, but in the lower left-hand corner, vertically, it says Fred Hembeck, copyrights at 1992, and it's like a little stat. They're all the
Yeah.
characters are all trademark by for you. Is that something that you put on there, or did Marvel do that for you?
And Marvel did that, yeah. I mean, I asked them to do that, but they were always good about that. When they published those books a couple of years ago with all my stuff, and they made sure to say on the title page that Fred Hembeck is copyright Fred Hembeck, which of course would do nobody else any good, but
Yeah,
I'll take it.
at least they did it for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm not complaining.
So we got, I'd say 15 seconds. If we don't get another bid on this one, then it will be going to Captain America comic book fans. Our friend Rick. Jason is unstoppable. Yes, he is in many, many ways, not just in the comic art world. All right, I'm not seeing another bid. Not seeing another bid. If we don't get one, we call this one for Rick. Thank you, Rick. Very nice pickup. Okay.
Oh yes, Rick. What? Oh, Rick's
Yeah.
last name is what? Who's Rick again? What was
Dear,
Rick's last name?
I'm drawing. I'm having a brain fart at the
Yeah.
moment. Hemp is Buckeye. Bucky. I'm sorry, Buckeye. Man. Why am I?
Because I know Rick. I can't think of his name now. If it's the same person who's a big
Yeah.
Captain America fan.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, he is. And
It
why am
must be
I
the same Rick.
farting? Oh, yes, it is. It's Alberto and Rick. They are like inseparable.
Yep.
Verbanis. Thank you. God
Yes,
bless
yes, yes.
America.
Verbanis. Sure.
Why
Hi,
am I?
Rick Verbanis. I've
I either need
good
another
weekends.
Zevia or I need a nap.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like the lot 15 and 16. These are the kind of the we would call these doozies, I guess. But this we're going to the Stan Lee piece that I
Stan
think
Lee.
is this is a spectacular piece, and show this off right here. You can go on the Google share and look at it yourself. It's dated 1997,
It's
and
Stan's
again,
75th birthday.
Stan's 75th birthday. It's on 11 by 14. Let me go ahead and bring this one up. So
All
we're
the
starting.
characters are from 1964. My favorite
Uh,
year of Marvel Comics.
I
That's
mean,
why
you got
Daredevil
everybody.
is, yeah, everybody. I think you got Patsy Walker and Millie in the front. I don't think you only have three of the commandos, but most everybody else.
Yeah,
Some
we
of the
got
verbiage is a little bit out of date. I don't really believe some of the stuff I wrote in there anymore. But
right. So this is a published Dateline strip.
yeah, published Dateline strip. I think I gave Stan a little bit too much credit there. But
But
what can I
yes, you've
tell you?
got Daredevil, and you got Cap, you got the X-Men, you got the FF, you got Doom.
Watcher, the Watcher.
You got the Watcher. Yeah, how often did you get to draw the Watcher?
No, not much. And the big giant man. No Ant Man. There's only one Pym in this picture.
Right, and we got the Hulk with a party hat on. We got Thor, of course, front and center.
Two Gun
And
Kid.
yeah, this is good. And
I
I'm
don't know.
not going to read it. There's a lot of copy on here, but
Yeah,
you're
you don't want to read it.
congratulating Stan a little bit, but as much on the birthday as everything else.
Yeah. I was talking about, like I said, 1964, which was the year I mean, I started reading them in 1962, but I think they really got cooking by 64.
Definitely. So Rich Cirillo has come in with an $800 bid. Thank you. You what was it? Seth at 750. And where's Rich? He's probably busy. Rich is probably working today. That's why we haven't seen him in the chat until just now. But who am I missing? We got Two Gun Kid, right?
Yep.
In here.
I see Rawhide Kid too.
Oh, that's
the other side.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Submariner, Spidey.
All the original X-Men, I think.
Yeah, I see Cyclops and Marvel Girl in there.
Yep. This is all pre-Inhumans, no Inhumans.
That is true.
Although actually, not really, because well, there's no villains in there. Otherwise, it could have been Medusa, because she predated the rest of them. She came around in '64 with the Frightful Four.
Well, you get Doom. Dr. Doom's in there.
Is Doom in there?
Yeah, right beside Scott and Jean, or right underneath Time-Man.
Doom, yeah, I guess Doom had to be in there. He's the villain, the biggest one of them all. Biggest and best.
All right, and I do believe if you count all the candles, you will find out that there are indeed 75.
No, really? No, you're making that up. I didn't.
I'm not making it up. I counted the front row, and I was like, okay, there's no way there isn't 75.
All right.
There you go. Gazer says the Thing bringing a gift is a nice touch. That's right. Nobody else is holding a gift. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
They all chipped in.
They all chipped in for this one gift.
Yeah.
All right. We're giving this one 15 seconds. And see, as soon as I say that, I see the bid from Wayne pop in there at 825. Thank you, Wayne. So the Thing is like Kirby. Yeah, okay, you're absolutely right. So we have an 825 bid from Wayne and 900 from Rich Cirillo. Thank you, Rich.
The Thing is one of my least favorite characters to draw because I can never quite make it look the way Kirby made it look.
Right.
I try, I do different ways of it. It's a tough one for me.
Well, the Hulk you do a great job in the Hulk. I mean, feel better about the Hulk than the Thing.
Oh yeah, the Hulk is fine, but I mean, it's the craggy skin. It's like, do I put the little black shadows in the way Joe Sinnott does? But where do I, or do I just, do it the way Chick Stone did it? Well, this was Chick Stone's year, '64, so it's just the jigsaw type pattern on his body.
Sure. Well, I'm going to say last call here. We don't get another bid. This is going to be going to Mr. Rich Cirillo, a gentleman who we both share an affinity for many different characters. Okay, and I say last call. We get one bid in here from Wayne at 925. Thank you, Wayne.
Okay, all right.
Mr. Bailey says, well, Kirby took a while to get to where he ended up as well. So yeah, tough character to draw.
Yeah, right. The earliest one, my first one was the fourth issue, and he was just like a lumpy guy, a lumpy type looking character, not with these chisel type rocks that eventually
made him easier to draw. Somebody said we gotta do something about this. We can't keep drawing him like that. And then John Byrne went back and made him look all lumpy again. But Rich Cirillo, thank you. Back in at 950. So again, we'll see 15 seconds after that bid. If we don't get another one, we will go ahead and call it while Wayne throws one in there. Thank you. 975. Do I hear 1,000?
Yeah, do we hear 1,000?
We'd like to hear 1,000.
We're listening.
Like Clayface.
We're listening.
Yeah, we're here. This is going on long enough. I could have counted all the candles to see if there were 75 here.
Yeah, right. Enough cake for everybody.
Mm-hmm. And there we go. Rich Cirillo, $1,000. Thank you so much.
Oh my! Thank you, Rick.
So let's see. So again, we'll say 15 seconds again. Every time we get a bid, we will just reset the mental clock. Too bad we can't show a little. All right, and Wayne is bowing out, giving it to Rich. All right, Rich, congrats, man. This one's awesome. Honestly, I love this piece a lot, and it's going to a good home.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. Yep.
All right. So we have one more piece to look at, and then one more character sketch card auction. So this next one, we'll switch the camera over.
I forget.
Here,
I don't remember.
I'll switch over to me, and we can just see it. It's another large piece, 14 by
Oh, that
17,
one. Oh yeah.
with all the surfers on it. And hit there. There's Medusa. Remember, I knew we were going to see Medusa one
Yep.
more time before all was
Yep.
said and done. So yes, you want to see the original? It's in that Google Drive link down below in the show description. But here we go. You can see we have a lovely Medusa on a silver surfboard. Heck, it's funny, Fred. I didn't even see you up there in the upper right. Because I
Oh
was too
yeah,
busy
yeah.
looking
On
at
the
all the
board.
characters. Yeah,
I'm using the board too. Yeah,
you were
the
using the
joke here
board.
is what if some of the other Marvel characters had surfboards instead of just the Silver Surfer.
Mm-hmm. We got the Mole Man.
Yep,
Uh,
with the Moloids that are dropping
exactly.
off rapidly.
You got
Yep.
Daredevil. We got the Invisible Girl down there at the bottom. Can't see her, but she's on that board.
Yep.
The
All
thing
right,
doesn't.
right. And we got Iceman, and it says, "Who do you think that was?" Because it looks like the Surfer.
It does sort of, doesn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
So we had Seth in at 600, Corey at 650, Alberto at 700, Seth in at 750. Yeah, this is a good one. Remember, everybody was giving me a hard time about I don't have a disdain for Hawkeye. I just don't think he's the toughest of characters. Look at Hawkeye on that board, everybody. He is holding on to Cap for dear life. So
Yes.
I feel I stand vindicated in my comments about Hawkeye, a week and a
Yeah.
half ago. Without his bow and arrow, I don't care, when he got tough, when he got depressed and all that stuff. This is the Hawkeye I remember. Even look at the Scarlet Witch. She barely, she's having fun. Hawkeye, he's scared.
Nope.
Let's see here. So where it's okay. Jewish Dragons in at 800. Thank you. And am I missing a character? Did I miss anybody? We have Spidey, of course.
I
Got
like
Giant
Giant
Man.
Man having in his mouth.
See, I look at that and I'm like, you were drawing like a Simpsons, SpongeBob vibe before these things were even considerations. And
Uh-huh.
this is fun. And J. Jonah Jameson. Come on, he's front and center.
Right in the
How do I
middle.
miss
Yeah.
him? All right. And Alberto was in
This
at 825 and Seth back at
when I
8.
when I was doing these for the buyer's guide, I believe this was the third to the last one I did. And the last two that I did were just a 2-pager with just me talking on and on, just my headshot. So this is the last visual one I ever did for the buyer's guide. I don't know. Most of my stuff isn't as visual. This one, I don't know where I got this crazy idea, but I like this way this came out.
Yeah, and there's some pencil notes on the back from you. It says
Oh
written
yeah.
March 5th, 2002, penciled the same day, 2002, and it was inked March 10th, 12th, and 13th. And you
Took
wrote,
my time.
and on the
Yep.
back, I don't know who, you have the 180 is a note with, I don't know if that was you on the surfboard or not. Really, I don't know if I'll be able to show
Yeah.
you
No, I guess 180 would have been the 180th strip I did.
because you can, you're here
Yeah.
on the board and you
Yeah.
wrote in large letters 180. And then you have some sounds. I have no idea what the sounds were for. Dragnet, Quiet Please, Lights. I have no idea. But you've
I guess
got
that's what
some.
I think that's what I was listening to when I was doing it.
Okay. So there you go. You get a music list from 2002 from Fred as well on this
I was
piece.
into the old radio shows for a while there, and I listened to old Dragnet shows. Dum 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 dum.
Yep. All right. Well, we're at 850 here to Seth. If we don't get another bid, we will, in the next, say, 15 seconds, we will call this one in Seth's favor. So if you want to put another bid in, well, there we go. Lee Banaka. Hey, Lee. Good to see you. I think I owe you an email as well. I'm seeing names in here of people who over the last few weeks I've forgotten to reply to. But yes, Lee, I know I owe you one as well. So thank you for that bid. We're now at 875. 15-second warning on this bid as well. So like you say, this is like maybe the third to last.
Yep. Of the I've since picked it up and I'm doing it for the Dateline for John Morrow. Not John, yeah, John Morrow's.
But in the buyer's guide, this was
In
third
the
to last.
buyer's guide, yeah, with the big pages. Their newspapers changed size over the period of time when I was working on it, because this is practically a square,
Hmm.
you know, as opposed
Right.
to a more,
Right.
I
It's
don't know.
14 by 17. There's like a bottom white border that's maybe 2¼ inches high.
Yeah,
So we're
because
at nine
initially
hundred
it was,
dollars.
it was taller than it was thinner. The vertical was more than the,
There.
yeah, something, whatever.
All right. So 10-second warning, and we'll call this one. So yeah, I don't know how many likes are on this one, Rick, for our show, but please, everybody, if you haven't hit that thumbs up already, please do. And when the show's over, leave a comment or two. Tell Fred how fun this was. So we have
Yeah,
inspiration to do it again. And I'll tell you what, another good idea is leave a comment afterwards. Maybe mentioning some of the characters or pieces that you remember that Fred had worked on, and tell us what stuff you might like us to bring to the next one, because I'm sure we'll probably be doing another one of these late in the spring, Fred. So it's always good to have some
yeah,
ideas from people.
that would be great.
All right, so Seth, this one is going to you at $900. Thank you very much. So we get to end it on one more commission piece. And I mentioned commission piece, and Jason D'Ambrosia throws the words Goblin Queen back into the chat. All right. Let's go ahead and highlight this one. It actually says lot 18. I'm sorry. I guess I misnumbered them, but this is lot 17. Opening bid, you can get your own sketch card on standard sketch cards that are 2.5 wide by 3.5 inches tall. You get to pick the character, and Fred will do it. He'll ship it to you. Shipping is $1.50 on a sketch
Yeah.
card. And it won't be coming from me. It will be coming directly from Fred, because he will be making it exclusively for you.
Although I should point out that this is, shall we say, domestic orders only.
Okay, we want to stick to just continental U.S.
Yeah, for $1.50,
I get it. Well, you know what? I'll
gonna
tell you
cut
what.
it.
If somebody was international, Fred, they could ship.
Mhm.
You could ship it to me for $1.50, and I would handle mailing it out, and
Okay.
I would work it out with the buyer for what
Okay.
because I've actually shipped a few because of the mystery sketch. I know what it costs to send a well-packaged sketch card overseas now. So,
Okay.
all right, we got a whole bunch of bids that came in. I wasn't highlighting them. Here we go.
I'd be
Dan
willing.
Goodwin,
Yeah.
my good friend Dan, who's going to be coming over to the house tomorrow. We're doing some work together. That a $300 bid from Dan. Thank you very much, Dan. But yeah, so Dan is close by. He's nearby in Florida, Fred. So we won't have to worry about
Okay.
that.
Phew.
We can stick to that $1.50 shipping amount.
That's a relief.
Yes. Oh man, but yeah, these are always fun, Fred. I got to tell you, I enjoy getting to hang out with you. It's always fun. I'm glad that some things around you are kind of falling back into place and everything. It makes me
Yeah.
happy. And what's better than a happy Fred Hembeck? I mean, nothing at all.
It's the top. It doesn't get better.
All
I'm
right. Well,
happy to be happy.
I'm going to say 10 seconds here, for Dan Goodwin and his $300 bid. If we don't get another one, we will give this one to Dan. And I think we can go ahead and call that. Dan's has picked up a lot of sketch cards of late. Thank you
Okay.
very, very much, Dan.
Thank you, Dan.
There we
Yes.
go. Well,
Is that Dan Evans?
Dan Goodwin,
Oh,
actually.
Dan Goodwin. Okay, so that's another.
He is he's an illustrator as well. Very fine artist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he self-publishes his own comics.
Yeah.
I have a few of them around here, but yeah, no, it's always fun. He's been I would say he's sort of new to collecting comic book artwork, but been picking up a lot of stuff of late. Sorry, yeah, no Goblin Queen again. You missed out, Jason, but you'll just have to wait for one to come up in on eBay.
I think it might happen fairly soon.
Okay.
Well, no, don't expect the next day or so, but within the next month. Yeah. And then Ned Flanders too. I saw that Josh missed my.
Josh Flanders. Yes.
He missed my original Ned
did.
Flanders. Yeah. Hope he doesn't get outbid by some other Flanders.
Right.
We'll find out.
Oh my gosh. Well, listen, Fred, I mean, any parting words for the fans today?
Oh, I don't know. I don't want to be partying. I want to come back. But yeah, yeah. No. Happy holidays. That's a good. you know. And thank you all, really, seriously, for spending a lot of money on my artwork, which is I'm very grateful for. Sometimes a little bit surprised at, and yeah, just very good. Oh, Ann Landers, I see somebody wrote down here. I have Ned
You're getting
Flanders and Ed Land. Yeah.
right. You're getting requests in the chat. Listen, everybody, I'm telling you, when the show's over, I think you can actually comment on the show after the show is actually
Yeah.
ended. They don't let you do the comments live, but after the show, throw your thoughts in there. I see like some what was it? Alberta was asking for Megan from Excalibur. Throw
Yeah.
your ideas for Fred's eBay list for you for the next show. Put
Yep.
those in the comments, and we will definitely check it out before we plan the next show. So to do that afterwards, but. Fred, thank you. Happy holidays to you as well. And it's great to see a banner behind you. It almost feels like
Yeah.
you're almost ready to get back out and into the field. So yes, thank you, Jeff. Happy holidays to you as well, and everybody in the chat. Yeah, we appreciate your support and time here. And those of you who want anything, reminder, you're going to email bill@comicartfans.com. I think everybody knows that, but bill@comicartfans.com will take care of arranging the payments and get the artwork shipped out to you as quickly as possible. So, Fred, enjoy the rest of your weekend and of course the holiday. And you and I will
As
always be talking
you
to
as
you.
well.
All right. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.